What do oranges, a bath bomb, and flowers have in common? Stay tuned to find out. Hi, I'm Sherry, and this is Buddy, the top dog of Lucky Dog Creations. Hi, as you know, my channel is called Lucky Dog Creations US, as is my Etsy store. And the profile picture is of Buddy wearing a leprechaun hat and glasses. So I wanted to give a shout out to Pet Parade. That's an app where you can go in and you can vote for your favorite pet, and you earn points. If you get enough points, you can buy real stuff. So this is what I wanted to show you. This is what I got with enough points. They are Buddy in his leprechaun hat and glasses, and these are earrings. Now these are custom made, and they are made by a store in Etsy called Ryan Be Trying, and they turned out really, really good quality. Looks just like my picture. I am very, very pleased with it, so I do want to enclose the link down below for Ryan Be Trying. If you go to his Etsy store, you can see the prices are reasonable. I checked it out. I think they're like about $15 to get a picture made into earrings. Now, I am not affiliated with either Pet Parade or Ryan Be Trying. I just want to give a shout out. They do not sponsor me. I just thought this was really cool, since that is the whole essence of my profile. So let's get started, shall we? Today we're going to be making dried flowered infused bath bombs, so to speak. What you're going to do is you're going to either put the dried flowers in the mold and then put your mix on there, and so it'll be at the top of the bath bomb, or they will be mixed in the mix and put in there, and then you can be able to see the flowers throughout the bath bomb. And I'm going to be showing you how to do both of them. So I have already mixed the dry ingredients. It is my basic bath bomb mixture. I will leave the link below. You can go ahead and check that out to see what all I use, how much I use of it. But it does have baking soda, Epsom salt, citric acid, and cornstarch. And then it has water, vitamin E oil, essential oil, and the coloring. Okay, so I mixed up my wet ingredients. I added orange essential oil and orange liquid soap dye. So we'll go ahead and mix that up. And as I said before, you want to mix a very little at a time, so the citric acid and the baking soda doesn't activate too soon before you put it in the bath water. So a little bit and stir, and a little bit and stir. Sometimes it activates just a little bit, and that's not going to take away from the full effect, as long as it doesn't fizz too much before you put it in your bath water. Okay, I'm going to continue to do this, and then we will come back for the next step. Okay, so I'm adding the last of the liquid, little bit, and stir. Now it's not going to be real orange, which actually will work out best, because that way you'll be able to see the orange petals that we add. It smells good enough to eat. It has a very sweet orange smell to it that, you know, it's going to be a wonderful bath experience for you. And we are almost done and almost got it all incorporated. Just give it a little bit more stirring. Make sure that it is all the way stirred. And And you want to make sure that the consistency is of like wet sand. And this is almost there. Let me try again here. I'm going to add just a little bit of witch hazel. So if you find out that your mixture is just a little bit dry, just do a spritz of witch hazel until it reaches the consistency of wet sand. Okay, so I have my spray bottle of witch hazel. You want to just do a spritz at a time because you don't want to get too much, because then they'll be too wet and they won't stay formed. So spray and stir. I'll do another spray. And it shouldn't take much because it was almost to the point where it would be perfect. Not quite. One more spray. Don't want to get too much because I don't want the smell of witch hazel to overtake the smell of the orange as well, because that orange is very, very good smelling. Although the witch hazel will evaporate, so hopefully the smell wouldn't evaporate with it. Okay, looks like it's going to be perfect for that. So next, I'm going to take my round bath bomb, and on one side of the mold, I'm going to put a few orange petals in there. And then put my bath bomb mix in the mold like I normally do, pack it down. And then after you pack it down, add a bit of loose on the top so it can adhere to the other side. And then on this side, we're not going to put any. You could put orange petals on that side and then you'd have them on both sides, but I'm just going to put them on one side. I think that would make it look a lot prettier than that way. You can have them displayed that side up and it would be gorgeous in a basket in your bathroom. Okay. And then put them together. And you can give them a twist. I usually don't. It depends on how well they go together. And there you have it. And I'm going to go ahead and let that dry, and then you'll be able to see the finished product when I'm done. So I'm going to go ahead and finish making these, and then we'll go ahead and go over how I make the other ones with the dried orange petals in the mix. Now you can use whatever dried flowers you would like, whatever scents you would like. You know, just go ahead and have fun, experiment. You could do, you know, a rose petal with orange essential oil, and then you'd have an orange rose, or whatever, you know, your imagination can do. So again, I have all my dried ingredients in the bowl. I'm only going to do a half recipe. It is still the basic bath bomb recipe. I just cut everything in half, and I already mixed my wet ingredients, and same goes for that. I cut everything in half with that, using, of course, the orange essential oils and the orange dye. So I'll go ahead and put that in there and start mixing very slowly, just like I did before. A little bit and mix. A little bit and mix. And I'll be back when I get it all mixed up. It's now all mixed up. It is also a very pale orange. It smells like orange peels. And It is the consistency of wet sand. Everything's looking good. So I have these orange petals here, and you can go ahead and measure that if you would like. I'm just going to go ahead and put some in until I think it has enough that it will be mixed throughout. You can always add more if you don't like as much as there is. And I'll go ahead and mix that. And what I want to do is I want to make sure that these orange flower petals can be seen throughout the whole bath bomb. I'm going to add a few more. This is about the right amount, so I shouldn't have to add too much more. And that is looking pretty good. Okay, so I am going to go ahead and put one in my leaf mold. And you pack it down like you normally do. And you're going to dry it just the same amount of time as you always do. Adding the orange petals isn't going to change that any at all. The only thing it's going to change is the looks of it, because it's going to have orange petals all the way through. And you pack it and smush it down so it's nice and even. A little bit more here. And there you go, you can see the orange petals. So we're going to go ahead and fill the other one and let them dry. And I'm going to go ahead and do the heart. Now since I'm only doing a half batch, it should probably only get 2 molds out of here, maybe 3, but I got 4 of the bath bombs out of the full batch. And we put them in there and pack them down. And of course this one's going to be a nice one because it does have the removable back. I love that. I wish they all had that. Make them so much easier to flip them over and to take them out when they're all dry. Okay, so I actually have a little bit left, so I'm going to go ahead and fill a small one. But I'm going to go ahead and let these dry, and then I will be back to show you the finished product. And they turned out really, really good. Now the first one I made was the bath bomb with the dried orange flowers on the top. The whole bath bomb turned out good, but the dried flowers turned out really, really well. And then next I went ahead and put the dried flowers in the mix so that's mixed all the way throughout. You can't see it too much on this side, but you can see it on the back. That will make a really nice presentation when it fizzes in the bath water. And here is the leaf. You can see, and then again on the back. Turned out really, really well. And then I had a little bit left over, so I made a couple of these little paw print ones, and you can see the orange dried flowers there as well. And that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. They are fun to make, and they are very easy to make as well. If you want to see more videos from me, please subscribe. Thumbs up, thumbs down, comments and suggestions, all are welcome. And I'll see you next time.